Hi friends, Living Fit with Laura on this glorious day. This is the day my Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad. I will continue moving forward to those things that lie ahead, putting behind me those things that lie behind. I want to talk to my friends with depression. Many times, I'm speaking from experience because I have depression. Many times we keep ourselves in a funk by bad thought habits. Just as I talk about cleaning up our food habits, cleaning up our mental health by not focusing on self, cleaning our house, living in a clean environment, taking responsibility for our own joy rather than blaming people, not criticize, cursing, condemning, or comparing, or competing in a negative way. I talk about all those things. But many times our mental health can be a problem that we exacerbate ourselves by the thoughts that we think. It is not complicated to step out of a ditch. We simply step out. We don't need to talk to a therapist about it for 10 years. We don't need to contemplate stepping out of the ditch. We simply step out of the ditch. So I'm noticing with myself when I deliberately choose to substitute a negative thought for a healthier thought, and we can do that. We are in control of our thoughts. We can only think about one thing at a time. So for example, if we have goals, I have the goal of renewing my personal trainer certification, which I have to do every 2 years with vigorous classes and exams in which I am required to get 100%. We have a goal that we keep in mind. I am also studying my language of Icelandic. So when we have a goal and we practice daily on that goal, instead of ruminating about something that makes us feel resentful, sad, angry, depressed, let's continue deliberately choosing to think about something that we enjoy rather than going backwards like a magnet to an experience or a memory that pulls us backwards. On this beautiful day, remember, we cannot change the past, but we can learn from our past and we can become more sane, more stable, more strong, more resilient by choosing to move forward rather than sit in the ditch. If people have disappointed us, welcome to living in the real world. I'm sure I have disappointed people. We are all beautifully and wonderfully made. We're all very flawed. Because why? Because we are human. That's why I talk about overcoming resentment, jealousy, envy, comparing our lives with other people's lives. Because as humans, we tend to gravitate toward being very self-centered. That is the human tendency. And by deliberately choosing to think about other people and think about how can I live my life today to make another person's life better? How can I think about another person in a tangible way? How can I help a person in a tangible way? If we know our friend is hungry, we don't say, God bless you, I'll pray for you. We give that person a meal. Tangible ways of helping people matter more to the person who is the recipient. We don't ignore people who are ill and say, I think about you, I pray for you. We pick up the phone when we can. Where can we meet that person in their need? Not in our need. We're not focused on making ourselves feel important. We're focusing on meeting a need in another person's life. We have the goal of go on and live. We have a plan, purposefully lift another's need. So when we feel depressed, remember, we are drifting back to being in the little me bubble. We have drifted back into living poor, pitiful me and thinking about ourselves. So we want to step out of the little me bubble which is the very human thing that we tend to do. And we want to refocus off ourselves, focus onto that God who created us, and ask, Lord, how can I make another person's life a better life for today? On this beautiful day, we think about what can we do today that will make a difference. On this beautiful day, we say, this is the day my Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad. In the day, present tense. We live well in the day, present tense, and we want to make another person's life better in a small way, small significant way. It doesn't have to be a grandiose thing. We ask God to bring people into our lives, and we pray to have compassion and sensitivity toward that person. How can we make their life better? It might be as much as listening to a person carefully and empathizing with them and showing them love and kindness. So let's get our mind off ourselves. Let's remember that when we are depressed, we very often sabotage our own joy by thinking about those thoughts that keep us depressed. Let's deliberately choose to think about thoughts that give us joy, thoughts pertaining to our goals, thoughts pertaining to how can we make another person's life better, and we refocus off self. So on this beautiful, gray, cold day, we say, I will not live in want. You are the Lord of my life. You are the bread of life, the living water. Everyone get up, show up, never give up, Living Fit with Laura on this beautiful day to get and stay sane, stable, serene, and strong. I'm proud of you. Keep up the great work.